everyone. This is Everton de Oliveira, the Professor Agua from the Groundwater Project. And we count on many volunteers that are doing a great job bringing the groundwater knowledge to their mother languages. This is very good because it enhances the reach of our work. And today, I'd like to bring you a friend, hydrogeologist from Argentina. She's my neighbor here in Argentina. She's Pabla Tognoli. She's a geologist with graduation in hydrogeology and International Center for Groundwater and Hydrology in Barcelona, Spain, and Instituto de Hidrología de Llanuras Azul in Argentina, and in Environment, National University of Cuyo in Mendoza, Argentina. Buen vino en Mendoza, muy bueno. A great wine in Mendoza.
Yes.
Her undergraduate studies at the National University of La Plata in Argentina, and she began her professional career specializing in geochemistry. From her work in brine deposits, she began her specialization in hydrogeology. She currently works in the public sector as a hydrogeologist in the groundwater team of the General Department of Irrigation in Mendoza, Argentina, conducting baseline hydrogeological studies focused on water management, and in the private sector as well. She works as an independent geologist, hydrogeologist, consulting for different companies. Thank you very much. Welcome, Pabla. Thank you for a nice job. Please introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your career, and the organization you work with.
Okay, well, thanks for this introduction, Everton. Well, as you say, I'm a geologist formerly, and now I'm hydrogeologist. And I live in Mendoza in Argentina. Mendoza is in the western side of Argentina, near the Andes, very close to the border with Chile. And at this time, I work for a governmental institution for the water authority in Mendoza that really conducts or do a lot of carry out a lot of baseline studies and manage the water resources in Mendoza, in the provinces, in the province. And well, I'm not from here. I moved to Mendoza to work, and as you say, I first started working as an exploration geologist. Then I worked for looking for brine, lithium brine deposits. And then because of that, I started studying the aquifers really. And I love them. So, well, I moved to the water management. And that's why I have 2 kids. I don't know if that is important. And one of them is studying
that's very welcome. That's very welcome. What are their names?
Martina and Pedro.
Martina and Pedro. So we're gonna have Martina and Pedro recording some preguntas para el Profesor Agua, to Professor Agua.
Okay.
Okay. That's going to be very good. That's going to be very good. Thank you. So then why having the book Geologic Framework for Groundwater Models in Spanish is important, please?
Well, I think that all the books of the Groundwater Project are very important to be translated, really. But this book, for me, as an hydrogeologist, it's a very important book. It's very basic, but very important because modeling or in understanding the groundwater flow in the aquifers is one of the most important tasks that we have to carry out in our studies, really. So, and this book, I find that it's very simple, basic, and it's a kind of guide. It sets a lot of a methodology to get a model, from going from data collection to a geological interpretation and going through a conceptual model that is very important in hydrogeology, and then to create static models and flow. So for me, it's very, very useful. And one of the things that I really like from the book is that the author emphasized or say that we have to use free software, but we also have to use paper and pencil and try to think about the informatic or models and try to see if they are realistic or they are they are really showing us the what is happening in the aquifer. So that is very important because this is our work, to understand what is happening and what the models are saying to us or are telling us and these things. And so this book is very important for everybody who wants to start doing some groundwater modeling, and to have it in Spanish. It's very useful.
Very good, and I totally agree with you, because that's exactly what I told the authors in the interview. Because when I read the book, this impression that you have to draw by hand, and they show how to do that. This is very, very useful, because people want to jump directly into the model, into the software, and they don't think about the physical properties before going into the model. So this book is quite interesting about that. So groundwater use in your town, Mendoza, and in Argentina, it's very important. In Mendoza, you're having some problems with groundwater, I know. Would you have any suggestions on how we may improve the connections, the relationship between the groundwater project and the groundwater community in your country, in Argentina?
Well, I think that what are you doing, like this, translating your books, and this is the best way to reach the community, the groundwater community, really. And the books are very valuable, are written by experts, are very nice to, I use the books really to understand some topics that I am not very familiar, or so for me, to translate these books in Spanish is one of the best things to do. And all this kind of dissemination of information and these kind of things. And I don't know, maybe, I don't know if this is the purpose of the Groundwater project, but maybe try to be involved in some projects more specific, or education as you do, really. Well, but Argentina really has a very big community of groundwater experts, I think. So if we can volunteer, that is also a good thing to do.
Very good, very good. I hope we have more Argentinians joining us.
Yes.
I do know you have a great hydrogeology community. Good people. It'd be good if they could write, or if you can involve someone, for example, to write. We're producing books about hydrogeology of countries or of regions, for example. No,
Yes.
For someone who goes to Argentina and wants to know the hydrogeology of Argentina. I know Argentina is a very big country, so talking about the hydrogeology of the whole country is not easy. But for regions as well, so we're producing that, and because we want to distribute that through the groundwater project, to make the knowledge of groundwater available to everyone all over the world. So if you have, since you work for the government there, if you have something that could be adapted for a general reading for people interested in groundwater in your region, that would be welcome. We can publish this book, and it could be translated into other languages as well. That would be welcome. Yeah.
Oh, that could be great, I think.
Okay, so
well, I will think about
keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, so we can see.
Yes.
Okay. So please, thank you very much for your great job, and make your final considerations. Put a good word about your work, about groundwater, and about the groundwater project, please.
Well, I say most of the things that I have thought about the book and these things, but really, as a final conclusion, I can say that the books or the project, the groundwater project, really it's amazing for me. It's very useful to understand many things that I don't know in deep. So to start with an issue or to start a work, and I think that is very important for professionals, and not only for the people related to groundwater in their work, but the people that are curious and want to know something about water. Really, in Argentina and in Mendoza, the water resources is a very it's a conflict issue, really. We have in our country many conflict of interest regarding water. So all these books that are available for free are very useful to communicate, to be more prepared to talk with people from different parts of the province, and that things very different about water and how it has to be used and the things. So this is a very, very useful information, I think.
Thank you very much. So everybody, we have here Pabla Tognoli, a great job translating the book. We hope we can reach out the Spanish speaking community, and we have lots of other translations working for us. You know, Spanish is a very important language. Many people speak, and it's a good way for us to reach a higher number of hydrogeologists all over the world. Thank you very much, and congratulations for a job well done, Pablo. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate all your work, and I have learned a lot translating this book. So, well, I hope that everybody can enjoy this book.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.